The poverty line is unveiled, but more work lies ahead. 2 hurt in small plane crash in Shekong. And the American and Iranian presidents have a landmark phone call. Good evening. Hong Kong now has an official poverty line. It's been set at half the city's median monthly household income. According to government figures last year, that means fewer than 20% of the people here are living in poverty. Evelina Leung reports. A private fixed-wing plane crash-landed this morning at the Shekong airfield. 2 people were slightly hurt. The Civil Aviation Department will launch an investigation into the incident.
It happened at around 10 o'clock this morning. The small private plane, a Cessna 172, overturned on the lawn by the airfield after crash landing there. Firefighters arrived at the scene shortly afterwards. The plane was carrying its pilot and 3 passengers. 2 of the passengers, a man and a woman, suffered minor injuries. The pilot and the 3rd passenger were not hurt. The plane belongs to the Hong Kong Aviation Club, which uses the Shekong airfield on weekends. It was removed from the airfield's lawn hours later. Before the handover, the airbase was used by the British forces overseas Hong Kong. After 1997, it was taken over by the People's Liberation Army for training purposes. This is Hong Kong's 3rd accident involving small private aircraft in nearly 6 years. Back in 2007, a single-engine, 2-seat aircraft was forced to make an emergency landing at the Plover Cove Reservoir because of engine failure. No one was injured. And in 2009, a helicopter hit a coach at the old Kai Tak airport.
The government is asking for public feedback on how to reduce waste in the city. Executive Councillor Bernard Chen, who helped draft a consultation paper released earlier this week, said step 1 is to give people an incentive to make waste-reducing lifestyle changes. Diane To reports. Turning overseas now, the United States and Iran took a major step towards ending more than 3 decades of icy relations as US President Barack Obama and Iranian President Hassan Rouhani talked on the phone yesterday. The 15-minute conversation marked a clear sign that the 2 countries are serious about reaching a pact on Iran's disputed nuclear program. Alan Buckney reports. The UN Security Council voted unanimously last night to destroy Syria's chemical weapons stockpile, but it did not include punishing the Syrian government if it fails to comply. And because China and Russia have vetoed Western-backed resolutions in the past, this historic vote marks the first hopeful sign towards bringing an end to Syria's civil war. Sonia Artero reports. The leader of Greece's extreme right party, Golden Dawn, and more than a dozen party officials were arrested today and charged with forming a criminal organization. Nikos Mikaloliakos earlier accused the Greek government of carrying out a witch hunt against Golden Dawn, the country's 3rd most popular party. It won 18 of 300 seats in last year's election when it ran on an anti-immigration agenda. The arrests come 2 days after a self-proclaimed party sympathizer admitted stabbing to death an anti-fascist rap singer. The killing triggered outrage across the country. The government said it has evidence Golden Dawn is a criminal organization that's been involved in a string of attacks over the past 2 years. Police confiscated 2 guns and a hunting rifle from the Mikaloliakos home they say were unlicensed. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, has used its strongest language yet in its latest report. Scientists now believe it's extremely likely that human activity is the dominant cause of global warming. Pakistani teenager Malala Yousafzai was honored in the US yesterday. The girl's education advocate, who survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban, was named Harvard University's Humanitarian of the Year.
The most powerful thing for me is education, is knowledge. Those people consider themselves powerful just because of having guns in their hands. But I think I am powerful and I will be powerful if I empower myself with education and with knowledge.
We educate women because it is fair. We educate women because it is smart, and we educate women. Thank you, Malala. We educate women because it changes the world.
Hundreds of students and faculty members applauded Malala when she took the stage to accept the award. She said she's hoping to become a politician one day so that she can wield influence on a broad scale. And tonight's winning Mark 6 numbers are 33, 39, 40, 43, 48, 49, and the extra number is 34. And now the weather for tonight and tomorrow: cloudy with a few rain patches. Temperatures will range between 26 and 29 degrees. That's the news. Thanks for watching.